Hey everybody, and welcome to the PlantStock channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is Jesse, and today I thought we would take a quick look at Beyond Meat and the latest news regarding that we could see them now at another 1,000 locations. Even though it's only a short period, it could be a good indication of what's to come. But since it's Monday, I thought it would be a good idea to look at last week's best performer and worst performer in our PlantStock. So let's begin with that. But before we do that, as always, I would appreciate an early thumbs up to help spread the video to more people. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you want updates on Beyond Meat, Tattoo Chef, The Very Good Food Company, and Oatly, to name a few, 5 days a week, then make sure to subscribe and don't forget that bell button. And if you want to be part of our free Discord channel where we talk about Beyond Meat and all of these different PlantStock companies on a daily basis, and when you actually get a morning briefing 5 days a week as well, then take a look at the description. So if we just start with looking at the best performers and the worst performers of last week, some of our companies did quite okay given the circumstances. Oatly was the winner by far, up 6.54%, followed by SLG, BF, and Beyond. The worst performer this time was actually Baby F. The interesting part with Oatly is that there seems to be more chatter about this stock. This could be an indication that people are more and more interested in the company's stock. Now, looking at the best performer so far in the latest month, it is still Baby F, but not by far, mind you. They had an enormous lead not long ago, but they seem to have lost most of their gains before the uplisting. It was bound to happen. An uplisting might get you initial gains, but if nothing really major changed with the fundamentals, things normally revert back. But year to date, Baby F still also holds the lead, and VGFC followed by Tattoo Chef are by far the worst performers thus far. Now, if we also look at the earnings for this week, there are several ones that are also reporting their earnings, right? But I think one of the most interesting for us who are in the plant-based sector is Walmart, which is now before opening on Thursday. And one of the reasons is obviously that Walmart has Tattoo Chef products, but they also have Beyond Meat. So it could be interesting to just hear what they actually see. Now, we know there's a lot of tension in the market now for many different reasons, and we know that one of the reasons is that the Fed is meeting today, which could have implications on the volatility in the market, depending on what they're talking about. But as we talked about before, this is a standard meeting. It doesn't actually mean that there's something secretive about it, since anybody could actually read about it. But what is also going on is that we know that the Russian and Ukraine border, the situation going on there, is something that is also scaring the overall market. But it does seem that we got in some good news here today, just a few hours ago, that it seems that there's some more positive things happening here. According to Seeking Alpha, the prospect of Russia invading Ukraine had kept futures under pressure, but buyers came in after Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov proposed continuing diplomatic measures, which Vladimir Putin agreed with, according to Bloomberg. So this is obviously, it's going to make the market a bit cooler right now. But if we move on to the Beyond Meat news, it seems that Beyond Meat and A&W in Canada is actually going to do a collaboration now once again at all of the A&W's locations, which is about 1,000 locations in Canada. And if you go into their page here, you can see that they're going to introduce the Jalapeno Lime Beyond Meat Burger, and it's a limited time only situation, but still good. And the interesting part here, guys, is that it's actually going to be 100% plant-based. That's really good news. And something they also talk about here, according to A&W, is that it's a fan favorite. Here, quote, "The Beyond Meat burger has been a fan favorite since day one, and we're excited to offer our guests a new fully plant-based option with delicious, bold flavors. Here, just in time for Valentine's Day, we're confident the Jalapeno Lime Beyond Meat burger will satisfy meat eaters and plant-based lovers alike." And Burger King is obviously also happy about this. Through the debut of Jalapeno Lime Beyond Meat Burger, we continue to excite and delight consumers with mouth-watering, non-compromised plant-based options. we are proud to collaborate with A&W Canada, our longtime partner, to make plant-based burgers that are better for people and the planet, more widely accessible to Canadians. And it's actually stated in the article that it starts launching today at about 1,000 places, locations in Canada, but it's also only from today and until March 20th, which could be seen as a depressing thing, but I actually see this as a positive thing. As you noted, what this said in the article is that A&W sees Beyond Meat's products as a fan favorite, and also this is their first basically vegan burger, right? And I have a hard time believing that this is not something they're going to want to continue with, right? Because it's basically in the air right now that plant-based burgers, plant-based food is what people want to try more and more. Especially, we're still in the beginning of the year, right? And people are trying to devote their time and their lives to being more healthier. And given that millennials and Gen Zs are normally more interested in these kinds of foods, I think it's a good sign, right? And it wouldn't be the first time, especially in Canada. We know that when it comes to the Pizza Hut deal that they had in Canada, first it was just a trial, a test with a few stores. And then eventually now, I think it's about 500 or 600 Pizza Hut locations in Canada that has Beyond Meat on their permanent menu. So I think this is something we could see here too. So it's another 1,000 locations. And I thought I just wanted to remind you guys also, since today is the 14th of February, guys, happy Valentine's. I hope you're spending the day with someone you really care about. We know that the McDonald's deal with the McPlant is now heading out to another 600 locations in the US, right? But obviously we're waiting for those, total 14,000 locations in the US. And as I've talked about many times, I've been nagging about it. I find it really hard to believe that this is not what McDonald's is going to let happen, right? Because they haven't actually sold that well in the last 2-3 years. We're going to talk about that in another video. So even though Beyond Meat needs them, McDonald's needs them as well. And if it's not Beyond Meat who's going to be making their burgers, who is it going to be? Impossible Burgers, Impossible Meat. We know they work with Burger King already, and they're at about 8,000 locations. So that would be in direct competition. So it makes total sense that they're going to work and go with McDonald's. And this is exactly what happened in the UK. First, it started out at 250 locations, and now they're at about 1,300 locations in the whole of the UK. So I do expect us to see something similar very soon. All right, folks, that was it for today. I truly hope you got a lot of value from today's video. And if you did, make sure to smash that like button. And if you want to keep getting more information like this on Beyond Meat and other plant-based stocks, make sure to subscribe. And again, feel free to join our free Discord channel. Guys, wasn't investment advice, just my own opinions. So always important to do your own due diligence. Hope to see you tomorrow, and peace out.